first time I've been on time all year tonight.
So you told your guys to go out, swing away, heading into Pac-12?
Absolutely. No. We, hopefully we got to keep free them up at this time of year, and there's a lot of pressure on the guys. They want to do well. It's the time when the media focuses in on college basketball, so there's enough pressure on them. We don't need to put him anymore. Just go out and play.
So I guess that it's not, well, now it's official that it's 1 o'clock, but can you talk about Dylan Brooks being named Player of the Year, Jordan Bell Defense Player of the Year for you guys?
That's great. We got good players. Dylan and Jordan, Tyler and Chris all got some recognition. I thought Peyton should have been on the all-freshman team. We got good players, and it's nice that they're recognized.
You seen the new arena? You walked through it last year at all, or do you guys have what kind of?
No, I haven't. I have not been in it. I've been on the virtual tour of it, but I have not seen it in person. And so when we go in Wednesday to watch teams work out, watch the games, it'll be the first time.
Will you get so you guys won't get even a walkthrough in there?
I don't think so. Josh hadn't told me what our plan is here yet, but with the game starting noon on Wednesday, makes it pretty tough to get teams in.
The old place was pretty good. Do you look forward to a new spot, or would you rather stay back at the old?
No. You got to grow. Your tournament's got to grow, and I'm excited about the new building. It's been 4 good years in Vegas. We were fortunate enough to make it to the final 3 times and win 2 of them. But now we're moving to a new venue, and I'm excited about it. I think it's definitely the direction the Pac-12 should go, and we need to try to grow our tournament as much as possible, and this is the next step. So I'm excited about it, and I think the new building will be really fan-friendly, and I think everybody will enjoy it.
What do you think of the potential matchup of Stanford, Arizona State, the almost kind of conflicting styles of play between those 2 teams?
They are conflicting styles, but 2 teams that gave us a lot of problems. 1-point win here against Arizona State, and a 2-point win down at Stanford. 2 teams that will be a tough matchup for us. Definitely have our attention just because of the tough games we had with them previously.
The whole momentum aspect of conference tournaments starting and the NCAA tournament kind of on the horizon, is that a real thing, that postseason's here, and what you guys do in the conference tournament may play a factor in how well the NCAAs go?
Didn't have much effect on Villanova last year. They lost to Seton Hall and didn't seem to affect them too much. So, every game's different. Every matchup's different. I think it is good if you're going in with a little momentum, but I don't think it's obviously not something in previous years that's panned out very well. Teams that have been beaten in the conference tournament come back and win the national titles. So it's different every year, but you can't control that, so you go out and you play every game to win and hope like heck things go your way.
With 3 Pac-12 teams in the top 7 right now in the rankings, obviously a great conference. Do you believe that whoever wins the Pac-12 tournament should maybe get that number 1 seed, or how do you feel like that should affiliate?
I think whoever does win the tournament will be 1 or 2 in the West, and the other 2 teams will be shipped, South or Midwest, maybe even East. But definitely whoever wins the tournament, I think will be 1 or 2 in the West, depending on how Gonzaga does. And it doesn't matter. I mean, you just got to go in and play. Like I said, let's use Villanova as an example again. They were a 2 seed last year, so it doesn't really matter. You just got to go in and play.
You've been shipped to Milwaukee to face Wisconsin, and you've kind of known both sides of what it's like to play in and out of your region. I mean, what's the incentive of trying to stay in the West?
No. I mean, it's better for our fans. The travel's easier. You don't face the hostile crowds. We went back to Omaha all the time and played Wisconsin, and they filled up Omaha, and then the time in Milwaukee was nuts. So, and I think Midwest Kansas is in Kansas City, and I've done that before. That's not much fun. So you know, it's a big advantage, and that's why you want to win the conference tournament. No, we definitely we're going to go hopefully win the darn thing because first of all we want to win the conference tournament. That's, you know, people who say they're not important, I don't agree with them. You know, we're going to go play and we're going to try to win the darn thing, and you know, and it'd be better for our fans too. You know, we sure like last year when we were in the West, our fans really responded, and so it'd be nice for them too.
We play 3 days and 3 games in 3 days quite often in Vegas. Do you change your routine up, or do you kind of have a set plan now with how you handle the minutes?
No, we'll just go to play to win. You know, we don't really change anything we do. Try to keep our players loose. Try to keep them aggressive. You know, but no, we won't change anything. You know, like I said, we've done things a certain way for a long time. The guys, I think, you know, if we did things differently, then they would be, you know, there's a certain thing we go over scouting reports. You know, sometimes, you know, we might get into too much of a routine. You know, but we try to keep it a little bit fresh. Try to keep it a little bit different. But our routine is our routine, and we're not going to change it.
But to bring in Casey and Chris off the bench this year, you guys have continued to do that. How has that helped you, and how have you seen that play out, and how do you think that could help you guys come tournament time?
Well, I've said all along we've got 7 starters, you know, and Casey was the difference in the game the other day. I mean, not only offensively, everybody points to that, but defensively and on the boards. You know, he was the catalyst in that game that really got us going. And so, and Chris, you know, Chris is Chris. I mean, he's a good player, you know, and his minutes are down a couple from last year, but his effectiveness isn't. You know, he's still a very effective player. So, no, those two, like I said, we got 7 starters. We mix up those minutes with those 7 guys, and now Cavell's coming on, you know, which gives us a big lift. And Roman has stayed ready. I really admire his practice habits. And now Keith is able to give us a few minutes. He didn't practice for about a month with the knee, but he's been practicing a little bit, so in a pinch, you know, he's ready to go. So that's kind of important for 3 games in 3 days if we're fortunate enough to do that. All righty.
Thanks, Dana.